is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that? It is Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie. Welcome to the Wednesday podcast today. I mean, when you're thinking about buying something romantic for your partner for their birthday, fellas, have we got the gift for you? Trump watch.
No.
No, it's not when you're watching what Donald Trump's going to do next. It's an actual watch whip, and I know you love your watches, but imagine getting Lisa a Trump watch.
Well, I'm just having a look at them now. There's a great range. There's the range that actually has a photo of the president, or you can actually get the one which looks like a gold Rolex, but it just says Trump on it.
Well, it never tells you the right time. It always lies.
It lies. It makes up stories.
That's why it's a Trump watch.
And if you can't find it, it's on the golf course.
You can never get an accurate time. And then when you question it, saying that is not the right time, it blames fake news. It'll just go, fake news, fake news.
Unbelievable, but available for $1,499 USD.
Oh, there was so many great jokes there that we could have used in the break, but it's in the podcast.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Massive news. Forget the trains and the weather and everything else going on in Sydney. Peppa Pig has got a brand new little sister. Huge news from the world of Peppa and all the piggies.
Oh, congratulations to the pig family.
Yeah, the pig family wrapped. Come on, pig!
Do we know the name of...
Yes, little baby Evie has been born. The town crier on Peppa Pig made the announcement.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Lend me your ears for news of the birth of a daughter to Mummy and Daddy Pig. Pepper and George
Just get to it.
have a baby sister.
What's the name?
Evie.
Okay.
Tommy, I'm trying to work out whether that was... what was that I
Evie.
just watched? Because the guy who made the town crier, he looks a bit piggy himself.
Yeah, he's the actual town crier. They had it all set up. Actually, I don't know
Wow.
where it was, but it looks like it was out somewhere royal. that
Somewhere
they did it.
extremely official for the announcement of Peppa's.
And apparently they welcomed the little girl at the Lindo Wing in London, which is the same location that
wow.
Kate Middleton gave birth to all three of her kids.
Makes complete sense, doesn't
Of
it?
course it does.
Ash, did you know that Whipper was in Thomas the Tank Engine?
Huh?
Where are you with?
What was I? The splendid red engine?
No, the fat controller.
Okay, mate.
Oh, Ash loved
it's
that
not
one.
funny.
She loved that.
Hey, Ash, it's not funny, mate. It's not funny at all. Wasn't there a skinny guy in there as well, Fitz?
Well, I think
Someone
so.
said the other day on Instagram that we look like Bert and Ernie.
That's not bad.
I think I'm Ernie, unfortunately. I get all the bad roles.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let's talk about this guy, Fitz, because a lot of people see money as a very, very important thing. And I understand why. It makes the world go round and it gives you opportunity to do things. It creates energy for what you might want to do in your spare time and create opportunity for your family. But some people see it differently. And
Remember, we just spoke to a woman up on the Central Coast who went off the grid. Remember that?
Yeah.
Gave up her job. Her kids had grown up, left home, and she said, you know what, I'm just going to grow my own fruit and veggies. And she was just living on a mate's farm.
Yeah.
No money at all. Hasn't had money for years.
has no need for money. What a world that would be. Goes on to say the average Australian has 42,000 in savings. 42,000 in savings. The average Australian. Poor.
It's not bad.
It's a lot of money. I would have thought it was a hell of a lot lower than that. There's not many people I know with 42,000 in the tank.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. If you got to buy a house, car, I mean, 42,000 is just the start. I mean, God, deposit on a house, far out in
It's
Sydney.
crazy. Then goes on to say 38% have less than $1,000 in saving. That would be more accurate based in the world that we're living in at the moment. One guy, he's 27 years old, Fitz. He ain't need money, man, because he's a different kind of guy. Have a listen to this.
I'm 27 and I have no savings.
Okay, and what's holding you back from saving right now?
I think that money is an idea that allows people to do what they want with their time. And I think most people stress about the value that they have at a specific time in their life. But I like to think about myself as less of a member of society, but more of a member of nature and the universe.
When you go to pay that medical bill and you're a member of nature and the universe, it can stump you a bit when you need a couple of dollars.
Well, I'd love to know more.
He was wearing jorts. I'll add that too.
Well, they're not cheap.
The jean
unless
short.
you get them from JJ's.
He'd invested very well in a jort. What I could tell you is he then went on to say, he said the sun, the moons and the planets are doing their job. So he's going to be looked after because we're all part of a greater scheme. So you don't need to worry. It's going to be okay. He had, by the way, Fitz, he had Balenciaga sunnies on.
He did not.
Yeah, he had Balenciaga sunnies, a singlet, and jorts.
So he does have a job, right? But he's just not saving any money, Whip.
Well, that's what all the comments were. Right.
Okay.
So are you spending every cent you have? Someone also said maybe he's just got rich parents to fall back on. There's not an issue. My God. I mean, if you're lying there wasting your day thinking the moon, Jupiter, maybe Saturn even, because the planets have got me, man. I'm just going to let them roll by and do what this universe has got set up for me.
Well, I mean, if you can, if you could push to the side, it would be an amazing, it would be...
amazing freedom.
An unbelievable... If you could mentally say to yourself, I'm not going to have the traditional life where, I'm going to get married, I'm going to buy a house, I need to buy a car, I need to have a job. If you can mentally train yourself that, no, I'm just going to look after myself here, not save any money and do the things that I want to do... That'd be an unbelievable freedom, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you've got the option of doing that or making it enough money that money doesn't matter. There's sort of two ends to it, isn't there? So if you're worth $1 billion, money doesn't matter anymore, does it?
No.
Because you can buy anything that you want in the world. So therefore, it doesn't really serve any purpose. I mean, it does, obviously, but it doesn't have the effect on you because you know you can have what you want.
Yeah, but you're not getting any satisfaction, I suppose.
No, you're not. I don't know what to do. Let the Earth and the planets do their thing or become a billionaire. You're going to have to make that decision today, everyone listening. What are you going to do? Back the planets or the billionaire?
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
A man in Rhode Island over in the States, Tim Petit is his name.
Timmy Petit?
Yeah, Timmy Petit.
Right.
He wanted to get his wife Melanie a present, a birthday present, and he thought, oh, God, what am I going to get her? And this is tough. Every year, backing it up with a new gift.
Oh, mate.
And this is where we get sucked in by algorithms and what we're talking about and what shows up on your feed. Obviously, somebody was talking about this, but Tim saw this ad and he thought, this is going to be perfect for Melanie. I'm going to buy it. But things just didn't work out the way that he thought that they were going to. Have a listen to this.
Get your Trump watch right now. Go to gettrumpwatches.com. It's Trump time.
Pettit bought the watch after hearing an ad like that one on the radio.
With the president's voice hawking the watches, and I was curious, so I went onto the website.
GetTrumpWatches.com. Pettit picked out the pink inauguration First Lady model.
It has the pink and it has little fireworks on it.
Melanie Pettit likes the style, but it's what this watch does not have that makes it stand out.
I noticed it right away. The T is missing. It just says RUMP.
So it should say Trump.
Should say Trump.
Instead,
it says rump.
She has a $640 rump watch.
Awesome. It's even got his signature below the handpiece. But you know what's funny? On some of the others that I was looking at, it's like the pink one just says rump. They obviously can't use the word Trump on it. So it's just got the half the T's missing on the other picture.
Oh, no. And look, it's got his signature on it as well. He is such a wanker. It's unbelievable that he's selling these watches.
Are they legitimate?
Yeah, they are.
So this isn't a scam?
No, GetTrumpWatches.com is a website.
Oh, my God.
He makes money out of it.
Is it legitimate? Can you buy a Trump watch? Tommy, we got to give one of these away.
What a great idea.
What a beauty. Do you know what? It's Lisa's birthday on Saturday.
Oh, that's not
And
bad.
I'm thinking, she's always wanted some sort of Chanel
rump watch?
But she might get the pink rump. Now, that sounded a bit wrong, but I reckon the pink rump might be good for her.
The medium rare rump.
Oh, my God. How would you like that? With a pepper sauce or mushroom?
Do you know what? It goes to show that's...
What a beauty.
That's what you get when you order a Trump watch. It's unbelievable. Unfortunately, that's what's going to happen.
Tommy, can we get one of those and then just take it out on the streets and see what everybody thinks about the new watch?
I love that.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
This is really exciting. Do you know what? And how juicy does a reunion get, Whip? We have been following Love Triangle this whole series, and the reunion special is available to stream right now, only on Stan. And the magnificent host joins us now. Chriselle, welcome.
Welcome, Chriselle.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having me.
Chriselle, do you know what? You must be blown away by how interesting this show gets as far as reality TV, because you never know who you're going to get as a contestant, and then you never know what the outcome is going to be. So when you see the storyline developing, you must be blown away every time.
Yeah, I mean, we had so many situations that you just could not have predicted whatsoever. So my jaw stayed dropping. It was crazy.
Well, Chriselle, what I want to know, when you go into a reunion like this, you know there's going to be a few fights. Well, how do you prepare for that? Because this is live.
Well, 2 words, selling sunset. That's how you prepare.
Yeah. And I love that show. I love that show so much.
Well, we need to focus on one man, Mike Gunner. Now, Mike was on our Married at First Sight quite a few years ago. He's a self-confessed reality addict because he's back again looking for love. Now, he's trying to describe himself as a person. I want to see, Chriselle, if you can pick up what he's trying to explain.
I'm not a very good person. I'm just not a very good person. Actually, I'm not a good person. This happens to me all the time. This happens all the time. And I mean that. I mean that sincerely. I know I'm not a good person.
Chriselle, when you get a guy like that, you know that he's just he's great for any casting agent because he's perfect for a show like this, but do you think to yourself, why are you putting yourself through this on national television?
Well, he's halfway there. He's realized he's the problem. I think that, reality television is probably not helping his cause. And maybe therapy might help a little bit
a
more.
different angle.
Well, can I just say, Chriselle, your partner, we absolutely adore them. I saw G at Coachella, and this is what I want to ask you, Chriselle, because they have a huge appreciation for the Collingwood Football Club in the AFL. So much so that G has a tattoo on her arm that says pies with a love heart around it. I want to ask you, how far are you? Have you been to a game yet? Do you understand the game? Are you into Collingwood as much as they are?
The biggest Collingwood supporter you have ever seen. Has the tattoo, everything. I've been already indoctrinated into the Collingwood family. So I have to tell you, I don't think I had a choice. I'm married into Collingwood. And so you can't take it up with me if you don't agree with the team.
Have you met any of the players, Chriselle? Have you been into the rooms yet?
Yes, I love Darcy Moore. Darcy Moore has become a friend of me and G.
Awesome.
We've had Darcy was at our wedding that we did in Australia.
Oh, I love that.
We are so looking forward to this. It is Love Triangle, the reunion special. It's available right now. You can stream it only on Stan. Chriselle, we know how busy you are, so we appreciate your time. Thanks for coming on.
That's so lovely. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thanks, Chriselle.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Chriselle.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let's worry about a girl by the name of Kate Massey because she found herself in a situation. This apparently is an old video, but I think it got posted yesterday. Fitz, if you haven't seen it, I'm going to play it for you now, but she's about to go to air. She's a TV journalist, and she's out the front of the police station, and the cameraman or the producer is there, and what happens is there's a hair out of place. So as a parent might do to a young child, let's call him the cameraman, he licks his hand and then puts it onto the bit of hair out of place and tucks it behind her ear.
Yeah.
Now, that's fine, but the lick of the finger to press the hair down And you can see her reaction to go, that guy's just licked the side of my head. He's literally just licked my... Oh, he's tonguing me his finger. Look at her eyes in shock. And now his saliva is on my head. Have a listen to the moment.
Stay there.
You don't get that service from Luke.
It's my natural hairspray.
Looks like this, yeah, that's my natural hairspray. It looks like he might be the soundy who's just helping out there. I wonder if this was a regular thing. Even with my kids, if they've got something on their face and I lick my thumb to wipe it off, they run 100 miles in the other direction.
Yeah.
No one wants to be licked.
Remember, parents used to spit on flannels and then wipe your face. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, polish your shoes. She joins us now. She's had her head licked. Kate Massey, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thanks for having me, guys.
I mean,
the issue is I couldn't run away because I was tied into the earpiece. And
yeah, you're about to be on, so there was nowhere to go. But the look in your eyes when you realise he's licked his finger, which is now on your head.
I know. It still sits with me. This was probably 4 years ago, but that, yeah. And the other thing was I was speechless, one, but two, I had the director in my earpiece laughing his head off.
Yeah.
And I had no idea how to react because, everyone back at work was laughing, he's laughing, and I'm going, well, I'm on in a minute, and how am I meant to focus?
What's the name?
Having that happen.
What's the name of the supplier of the saliva?
His name, we call him Darbs.
Darbs?
Darbs. He's a great man. He's the cameraman.
Yep.
He was a freelancer that day. So, as I said in the video, you don't get that service from Luke.
No.
The usual cameraman would absolutely not do that.
But has Darbs done this a couple of times? Because he doesn't normally do hair and makeup, does he? But does Darbs normally just wipe saliva on the side of your head?
Darbs... Look, let's just say I'm not shocked from that behaviour from Darbs.
Right, he's got
but
form.
It wasn't a regular sort of occurrence.
Oh, my God.
Well, it worked. Can I just say, it works, Kate. I mean,
it did work.
The cross would have been amazing. You got through it, but and you don't want too many cameramen licking their fingers and putting the extra hairs back in place, do you?
No, well, look, he goes above and beyond, Darbs, so I've got to thank him for that service. But, yeah, as I said, not shocked.
Okay, Darbs has got a bit of form. I like that. And, I mean, would you repay the favour when you cut to lunchtime and there's Darbs, he's got half a meat pie on the side of his face? Would you lick your hand and wipe it off for him?
Absolutely not. And I don't think he would appreciate that from me either, to be honest.
I reckon he'd love it. Sounds like a Christmas party every day on the job with Darbs. Oh, my God. Kate, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
What a beauty. I don't know how well that'll go down in here. I mean, Tom uses Frizz Dismiss.
Yeah, but
is it called Frizz Dismiss?
Yes, Frizz Dismiss, or the curling cream.
Because if you had a hair out of place, Tom, I'd spit on the side of your face.
So does that sort of perm the hair? Is that a spray that perms the hair even more, Tom?
Yeah, so it sort of tames the wild curls, or if, as you know, the Sydney's humidity, you can get a lot of frizz if you have curly hair around here.
You're still using the Moroccan oil?
Sometimes, yeah, just on the ends.
Right.
Yep, the Moroccan oil.
How do you get that sort of yellow out of it? You look like a smoker's hands. How do you get sort of those stains out of the side of it? Haven't you got the purple shampoo for that?
Yeah, I'm using the grey. Got a bit of stain on it, but I'm using currently Vidal Sassoon purple shampoo.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Don't
Sassoon.
use the purple. That can
do something.
Well, Ursula Carlson came in and said don't use the purple, but for any girls or guys covering the greys,
won't happen overnight, but it will happen.
R.I.P. to Vidal as well and the Sassoon family.
Yeah, gone to Sassoon.
Let's move on soon.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I need to talk about the devastation of bottom trawling, and it's not the parties that Tom goes to on a Saturday night.
Oh my God!
This is really, really serious. Can we get Ollie in, our producer, because Ollie's seen this? The new David Attenborough documentary, which is called Ocean, is unbelievable. Actually, Ollie, you went and saw it at the cinemas the other day, didn't you?
Yes, I saw it on Sunday with my mum. It was very eye-opening, fascinating, a very good movie.
So, besides where your mind runs, what is bottom trawling?
Bottom trawling is basically when they get these big, huge ships and they have over stretches like hundreds of kilometres, and they get stain and steel and net, and they just basically plunk it at the bottom of the ocean floor, and they just drive the ships and pick up anything that gets in that path with it. Everything, any sort of animals, all sorts of fish, and then they net it up and they're just trying to look for clams or certain things. Then everything else that they catch is just
dies.
dead, and they just push it back into the ocean.
It is horrific, Whip. You've got to see. You have to see this because it is blowing my mind that people are getting away with this.
And what's the purpose of it? Is this research or is this food collection? Is this fishermen?
So this has been happening for ages, but this is the first time that cameras have actually gone in this documentary and been able to show people what's going on. So it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind, happening many kilometres off the coast. No one knows about it. But now you can see the damage and destruction it's causing. And they showed a really cool shot of like a satellite image, and it shows where the seafloor has been discoloured in trail lines because there's no more vegetation, there's no more seaweed, there's no more life. It's just dead.
So what are they in terms of animals picking up and killing?
This one was like clams and sort of crustaceans.
Yep.
And then, but the byproduct is you're getting stingrays, turtles, all sorts of fish, just like everything. It's like humongous steel, just boom, boom, boom at the bottom of the ocean floor.
On the bottom of the ocean. So you can imagine it's just dredging up everything.
Yeah.
And then, like Ollie said, when they get it back onto the boat, the amount of fish and different species that they have on their whip, but they're only picking the things that they want, which is the most lucrative to them.
Oh, my God.
And all the others they're throwing out, but they're already dead.
I'm just looking at the footage now. It is just a pile of dead seafood.
Yeah. So that is this an amazing? People need to see. This is an amazing documentary.
I'm a David Attenborough fan from way back. I met him when I was 12, so I love it.
Where'd you meet him?
I went to his show for my birthday and got up on stage with him. I'll show the photo after.
Wow!
But like for people that aren't fans of like the ocean or nature documentaries, you need to see it because I think it's got a powerful message to everybody, and it's not just depressing. A lot of people think, they're just sort of going to tell us that humans are ruining the ocean, da 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 da. But at the end of it, David says, I'm not going to be here much longer, but I've seen in my lifetime how the whaling industry has changed. Whales were almost extinct. Now they're thriving. We can do it. We just need to all come together as countries and as people.
Are you working for David Attenborough? You've done a great job this morning, Ollie.
We had to get Ollie on for this because it means a lot to him. Because, Ollie, you do have a tattoo. You do.
Got a killer whale tattoo on my ankle from Schoolies 2018. Shout out.
I'm not joking, but Ollie loves orcas. Like, it's crazy. Actually, I saw one the other day that there was 2 contained orcas. Did you see that, Ollie? That was really sad.
The French SeaWorld sort of place. The place is closed down, but they don't know what to do with the orcas, so they're just sort of sitting in a tank.
Did you know, I was watching this doco, and it was about the orcas that have been attacking boats, and they were looking into the reason why they were attacking boats, and all they can come up with is that because the sea temperatures have risen, in the areas where the orcas were, where normally it's colder water, there's been a greater supply of food. So the orcas haven't had to hunt for food as much as they normally would, and therefore they're just bored.
Yeah.
So they've literally been ramming yachts off the coast and sinking them just for the fun of it.
Fair enough.
You've been boarding yachts just for the fun of it and
in white jackets. For over a decade now I've been causing trouble on the sea, mainly just Sydney Harbour. But
no, I love it. Do you know what? Ollie is such a he's such a valued member of our team, but I could see you working for Greenpeace one day. Would you do that?
I wanted to be a marine biologist at one point.
I could see
never say never.
Is it the what's the shepherd? The sea shepherd?
Sea shepherd, yeah.
I could see on the sea shepherd chasing the Japanese whale harpooners. You'd be there with you.
Riding.
I've had to say, I used to have tuna and rice every day for lunch. I'm not going to be able to have tuna for a while now.
That's a disgrace, Ollie, that you would do that to our oceans.
He's a great man, and anyone anyone that's listened to our show would know that they love Ollie. You ring the show, you speak to Ollie. Well, you get on air, 10K every Friday in May as well. Is that still going, Tommy?
Yeah, we've still got that on. Ollie, is your dream girl like a mermaid? Would it be?
I don't know they're real.
It's so true.
I don't think they are real.
It's so true. Sorry, I was waiting for David Attenborough to tell me.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Horrible day for me yesterday. I got caught up half an hour on the Facebook Marketplace because I check it every now and then. I just love, sometimes you can snag an old mirror or, I just love when things pop up and when it says just listed underneath it, you're one of the first to see it.
That's so exciting. Can I ask you a question, Fitz? My beautiful wife's birthday is on Saturday.
Yeah.
She wanted it She wants to get a 2-person sauna, like one of those red light saunas. They're quite popular at the moment.
Oh, the infrared ones?
Yeah. Found one on Gumtree. 3 years old. Looked clean enough. $300. Thoughts? Discuss.
No.
Like,
No,
my
you're not
concern is how much bum sweat has soaked into those fine bits of cedar.
Actually, can you...
Second-hand saunas?
Maybe go onto Facebook Marketplace today and put in the word waterbed.
No one sells waterbeds.
So,
oh my
have
God,
a look
what
up.
is that?
That popped up. That was in my local area yesterday. A king-size octagonal waterbed. Look at the cassette player whip and the speakers at the bed head.
It's got built-in cassette player with speakers.
You can put Jess. I don't know if you've got Paul Lukakus in there, but you can put in your boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to my room tape while you're on the waterbed, and then unfortunately, there it is. After that, unfortunately, I went down a waterbed rabbit hole. I'm going to put a couple more up on the screen if you want to have a look. Have a look at. Boys, there's some horrible waterbeds around. Like it's look at that. Looks like a serial killer's had that one. That's $100 whip for a waterbed.
You'd be tempted to buy the Octagon, wouldn't you? I mean, if you put that in a spare room in a house, Fitz, and when people come to stay, it'd be quite funny, wouldn't it? To have a list of cassettes they could choose from.
Wouldn't it be amazing? Maybe we could get it for work, Tommy. Could we put that octagonal waterbed at work somewhere? Because we remember we were going to get beds installed here because we were going to have a kip during the day.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing. I think I'm allowed to say this. Down at 2GB, Ben Fordham. Fordo's got Alan Jones's old office. And there's
waterbed? He's got Alan Jones's old waterbed.
Hold tight.
Come on, ramp it up. There'd be some 3-foot waves on that one over the years.
You walk into the office that Alan had. There's a boardroom table, a pretty serious mahogany desk.
Oh, there's dust in here.
And then there's huge cabinetry, like mahogany cabinetry that's made at the end of the room with a fold-down bed. That comes out of, almost like out of the wall.
Ramp it up.
Is that public knowledge, Tom?
Well, it is now. You've done like an Architectural Digest kind of debrief on that. Well done.
Get Fordo to do a tour of the fold-down bed.
13 24 10. Does anyone still own a waterbed? No. And the other one I want to talk about is waterbed disasters. Jackie's given us a call from Homebush West. Do you have a waterbed, Jack?
No, but my parents did growing up as kids.
Jackie, did you fall into it, or is it quite hard to lie on? Do you remember?
Oh, well, I've got 3 sisters, so we were, still quite little back then. We used to sit on there and pretend that we were rocking on a boat or jumping on a jumping castle.
Classic.
But, it wasn't until we were a little bit older that we realised what our parents were doing on it, which was kind of a bit, icky.
Well, they weren't made just for that, though, Jack, were they? But I would have thought if one person gets on one side of the bed, there is the ripple effect where the other person would feel the wave.
Yeah, we'd be entertained for hours doing that, my sisters and I.
You'd feel like you were drunk.
You know what? You can still buy waterbeds today. There's up in Brisbane, there's a waterbed shop that you can get out there. And she goes, the technology has moved on quite a bit. Obviously, you can get the waveless ones. How's this for a story, though? This woman. I've had one for 44 years. I'm 77 and I love it. In the 90s, my chihuahua buried a sharp bone underneath the side of the mattress that he stole out the back.
Oh, no.
Of course, we didn't know about it and woke up at 3 a.m. soaking wet.
Does anybody in 2025 own a waterbed? Did you wake up this morning on a waterbed? It's a Hail Mary.
Claire and Guymea, has anyone still got a waterbed, Claire?
No, we actually don't have waterbeds anymore. They all phased out. But definitely a history of waterbeds in my family. Started off with my mum and dad.
Right.
And then all 3 children ended up with waterbeds.
And what was it like to sleep on, Claire?
It was pretty good. So you could actually, they put what they call baffles in them. So it's kind of like foam inside. So when you buy your waterbed, you choose how many baffles you wanted in it. So if you basically want to be sleeping like you're on a boat, then you get no baffles. But if you want it to feel like a normal bed, then I think you could get, 4 or 5 baffles or whatever, and it didn't really move around too much.
Because I was going to say, isn't the evolution of the waterbed, I mean, now they have sort of that moulding or shaping foam, but wouldn't you have, like if there was a lining that you could fill with like a jelly, wouldn't that be the evolution of the waterbed?
Yeah.
Like I don't know, just aeroplane jelly. It'd be comfortable.
Claire's a waterbed expert. That's awesome. Daniel and Holdsworthy. Waterbed disasters, Daniel.
Yeah, my parents have had a waterbed for about 40 years. I heard you first and I started laughing because I've got a really good disaster story. Mum and Dad won't let go of this waterbed. They had a leak. Dad patched it up with a bike tyre repair kit.
Yeah, the puncher kit. My old man did it too.
Yeah, he's done that. And then the next funny part was they started to fill it up and forgot about it.
Oh, you're kidding.
They got the hose into the bladder. It's overflowed everywhere. It's flooded the house. They've had to get new carpet in their bedroom and everything like that. So complete disaster. I would have thought after that they'd get rid of it, but my dad's a bit stubborn, so still got it. Sleeps on it today. Mum's in another bed now. She's over it.
Yep, and he's still
and
into it.
Just holding on to it.
Oh, my
do you know
God.
what? Daniel, my oldies had a waterbed as well. Actually, Tommy, can we ring Mick Fitzgerald?
Oh, Mick Fitzgerald.
Is he up and about already? He wouldn't be out of bed yet.
Well,
Mick,
he's
would he?
turning 80 this year. He's slowing down, Dad.
We'll
but
just
give him
punch
a call.
the number in when we see.
Just punch in the number. Probably should have done that before.
Oh, mate,
that's all right.
I'm so sorry.
We have a laugh, don't we?
I was too busy laughing.
Could be mowing the lawns.
Gets in the way every morning. every morning.
Have a listen. Ready? Okay. Yeah.
Pick up, Dad.
Hello.
Oh, no, he's got to put. You know what he's putting in his hearing aid?
Hello.
Oh, Dad, it's you're on. Yeah. You're live on air. You're in the running for 10K every Friday, mate. Yeah. It's your son. How are you, mate?
Hello, Mick.
You good?
You there, Mick?
Jesus, Dad.
Yeah.
Dad.
The line's not very good.
Oh, Dad, we're talking waterbeds. Did you and Mum have a waterbed back in the day?
We did. That was the in thing back in those days.
Did you ever puncture it, Mick?
Yeah.
Well, the pressure on the bed was
yeah, what about the
waterbed?
Dad, you used a puncher kit, though. I remember there was a couple of leaks in the waterbed, wasn't there?
Yes, yeah. I don't know how that happened, but
yuck.
You roll over in bed and your wife would bloody almost fall out of bed. It used to be that bad.
And Mick, did you sleep well on it, or was everything quite restless in there? Was everyone happy in bed?
Oh, I used to get a bit seasick every now and then, you know what I mean?
Maybe that's why Fitzy's no good on boats. I don't know. So Ryan was conceived in a waterbed, Mick?
Oh, don't. We don't have to go down this road.
Probably, but
you don't remember.
It wasn't real good for that sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. What, too wavy, or you lost control, Mick, or
too much movement? You know, you didn't want to go down and you'd go up instead.
Well, you don't want to confuse that.
Oh, far out. Okay, that'll do. Well, someone's also written to us and said my husband was much bigger than me on the waterbed, and I always it was like I was rolling downhill into him. I couldn't sleep properly because you would have weighed a lot more than Mum. But you could get waveless ones though, Dad, couldn't you? You could get waveless ones.
You could, but we didn't get that, and ours was under a fair bit of pressure because you bloody guys used to jump on the phone with the kids.
Yeah,
we used to jump on it.
Yeah. Your sister. You ruined it for us.
Well did you think at any stage about passing it on to Fitzy and BJ, the waterbed?
Yuck.
You know, history repeats itself.
It was a fad that was in for a little while, and then I don't know.
You would have had the fondue too, Mick. Would you? You would have had fondue. That was
Dad had some big parties back in the day. Hey, we'll let you get back to the nursing home. Don't forget to take your meds this morning, Dad. All right?
I'm not in a nursing home yet, although it's getting pretty close.
No, you're doing well, mate.
Perry Park's around the corner for you, mate.
Well, thanks for ringing, guys.
Yeah, anytime, Nick. Anytime.
You're a good kid, mate. You got a real future.
Fitz in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.